Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Hello, Skylar, Zeke, Saber, and Karmic. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So, first up, we are streaming commissions. I took a bunch of commissions over the last day or so, specifically one massive one and one smaller one. We're working on the smaller one right now because the massive one is a full suit commission, and I don't have everything I need for it yet. However, this other one is for a viewer of the channel. El Ray has commissioned me to make him a new profile picture. We got started on it yesterday. However, I decided to stream today, and if I don't know what to draw, then I'm going to do this. So let me get into the big stuff of the important things that are happening. Before I begin, I will have to reiterate this multiple times today, I'm sure. My roommate Brent is moving out in February. We and Truman managed to get the lease in our name. Our main plan for this year was to buy a house, so any donations, any commissions, all of it's going towards paying rent here, and also saving back to buy a house so I never have to deal with this ever again. So, if you'd like to spare a couple dollars, I do have a PayPal down in the description. We'll be opening up a coffee later in the year. I've heard some pretty good things about it. And commissions are officially open. I have slots ranging from $15 to $40, $45 on the high end. And I'll draw just about anything. That is a plan. That is a thought that I might do. Might have to do that. But for right now, I don't have anything ready for that. So this is what we got. I'm gonna find some music real quick, and then we're gonna get started. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing okay? I am struggling to find music I can use. Oh, here's something. Okay, so you guys can't hear that. There we go. That should be just barely audible. If audio's weird, we can do it. Doing fine, chilling, I'm doing great. Good. Alright, so we're going to outline this, and then we're going to work on it. Sorry that part of my screen is cut off from you guys, however, I wanted to make sure that the art was in frame today, so that everybody could see the work that I'm doing. Please note, not everything's going to be perfect. I am still slightly panicked. I've not eaten very much in the last 3 days, so, yeah. So, very much last minute, but we have managed to survive. God has let us live yet another day. We're about to make it everybody's problem. That's how that quote goes, right? I'll be reading chat sporadically. I forgot to charge my phone before today's stream, so we're going to be flipping back and forth between one to the other. But yeah, that is what's going on. So sharing the stream is appreciated. Getting subs appreciated. My workflow has changed quite a bit just from this. I was supposed to have a stream up just the other day, however, we did not get that out due just to the fact that on the same day, yeah. It was very much a last minute talk. I wish we would have had it sooner. However, now that it's done and it's over with, he's getting ready to move out, and I'm gonna miss him, yeah, but it'll be okay. We'll survive. We'll make it through. Also, I'd like to shout out all the other people who donated in the past. There's a lot of you guys who have. I've got 3 or 4 people alone who have donated, so stuck in traffic on the way home. Well, you made it just in time. I just got started. Commissions will be open throughout the year as well, so if anybody is like, oh, I can't afford anything right now, here's what you can do. You can donate, you can share the videos around with friends. In fact, sharing videos around is going to help get the word out quite a bit. And if you follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky, you can promote my content on there by just sharing stuff around. Retweets, whatever they're calling it on Blue Sky, I don't remember. On Discord we have a Discord you guys can join that will allow us to communicate and talk. I have a section specifically about inquiries on commissions, when I'm open, when I'm not open. I'm going to try to stay open for as much as I can today, and I'll try to get done everything as fast as possible, so that way then there's not as much of a wait time for everybody. I know I still have a few outstanding commissions from last year. I promise those will, in fact, get done. Some of which even today, so... Last year was a bit tricky, and if it weren't for all the work that I've put into myself so far, I don't think I'd be able to handle last-minute change like this. Believe it or not, I've never really drawn a hyena before, but I know it's like a dog creature. I've seen pictures of hyena. I know they have more squarish snoots. They're usually banged up, at least the males usually are. And for this one, the image I was given had a very square trapezoid-ish style nose. So that's what we're going with here. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Shout out to self-improvement, yeah. I ran around like a chicken with his head cut off on Monday, and that's why I didn't get the short out. I have the short done for this week. I had both of them done since you guys voted on the last community poll, and you guys wanted to see 2 shorts a week, which I can do. I absolutely can do it. However, it's going to be a slow process to get to that point. Let me give it more of a flare back here. Alright. Now we're just going to swoosh in with that line. So yeah, commissions and everything. I'm doing okay. I am still very much stressed out. I haven't been eating a whole hell of a lot just to focus on everything. but you'd be surprised how much stress harms the body. Honest to God. I feel like over the next couple of over this year, I'm gonna get gray hairs and grow a gray beard or something. I can make that a bit rounder. There we go. All right. I'll be changing the music in just a moment, folks. If anybody has any video game music suggestions, please shout them out. Alright, I'm getting to the point now where I can pretty much remove the lines almost. I'm going to keep them around just until we get there. I was given a sheet by El Rey to use colors specifically from a hex code, so that's what we're going to do. Hello, Mountain Man! Music from Legend of Dragoon. I have heard of Legend of Dragoon. I haven't heard the pause music, though, but I'll put that on. Hi, Mountain Man, how are you doing? If you want to join, feel free to, unless you're busy, of course. Legend of Dragoon pause music. Yeah, that should work as some good background music. If not, I can always go Afterburner. Main menu, menu music, pause music. It's alright, but it doesn't really fit the theme for today. I'm more in a panicked state of book it to the end. I might need to switch over to web audio and whatnot, but yeah, at any time, anybody can join. I'm good, just getting ready to go to work. Alright, well, welcome, Mountain Man. Just doing a stream. Feel free to share the stream around a little bit before you have to go. I'm just, yeah, stressed out. Stressed out and doing my thing. Also, that is a terrible line. Human shoulder doesn't do that. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. That's really exaggerating. Yeah. Shoop. The thing about me and art is interesting, because I've been doing art my whole life, so people are like, oh, I want tips on this and that, and I'm just like, here's how I do it. I've got a few people who want to do art tutoring stuff, and I'm all for it. I thought about making it a series on the channel to do, art tutor stuff. I've thought about doing it before. I'm just no good at talking to myself, usually. So, always helps to have feedback from the audience, right? So, that might be something me and Casey work on in the near future. And sort of short, quicker, supplemental videos in between the big gaming ones. Alright. El Rey, what do you think? Hello, Donnie the Wolf. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. He said, beautiful. Got it. So, yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm a stressed out cat running in circles right now. So that's why the head's not on, that's why I'm not doing camera stuff right now. It's just because I'm like, yeah, no, I have a lot of work ahead of me. Alright, let me go ahead and get that from our DMs, from the color sheet. Oh open in browser. I can just drag this onto the sheet as a new layer. Alright, and then we can take this, put this on the bottom layer. Now all I gotta do is pull it straight from here. If you notice, it's got some JPEG pixelization, but luckily they've got this little spot right here where it's the perfect color. So that's what we'll work with from there. I really need somebody to read chat today. Such wonderful drawings. Thank you, Maxi7K. What's running in that Ian's mind? What's got its eye boy? Probably a boy. So for those wondering why it says stress, art, and commissions, I know I've explained it already. Our roommate is leaving at the very last minute for us, and between me and Truman, we can handle the rent of this place. We got the lease signed over and everything, but it was a very stressful couple days. So I'm opening commissions. Any donations like that are going straight towards a fund so we can buy a house. Also, so I can help pay rent. Just one, probably like 12. And a snack. He's got food on the mind. Do I draw that and not make it look stupid? I was thinking about a banana. I just realized that's on the wrong layer. Keep those in. All right. That'll be useful for like a background. I can do like a bunch of weird fruit or something like that. But I hope everyone's having a good time. How convenient, exactly. Exactly. Alright. I gotta have Telegram open because that's where you sent the original ref. If anybody has any suggestions for artwork after this, just drop it in. Scrolling up. Alright, we got a... Okay, we'll start with the base color of this lighter green here. Just so I know I'm pulling the right one. Shrink that away, and change music, because it's, Sue's gotta go eat. Alright, you're all good. Banana for scale. Yep. How's Outrun? You guys like Outrun? I like Outrun. I like Outrun so much that I played it on New Year's. Outrun is one of those games where it's like, oh, this is really, really good for no reason. Like, absolutely none. And I'm so thankful it exists. Alright, so we can actually remove this for now. And our main goal is just going to be fill this in. There's usually a lot of tools for this, however, I like to just kind of wing it. Getting close when I need to. I generally use multiple different types of brushes depending on what the look I'm going for. Here I'm going for a more digital look outside of the line work, which will look more physical once it's turned into a darker color. What this will allow for is just a more natural flow, for me at least. I generally work pretty fast, so... Alright. Let me check back with the chat. Anything else happening? Actually, what's going on with you guys? 'Cause I generally don't hear from chat very often. Despite having a Discord, I'm not as active as I really should be. Usually using Discord for work, so it's... yeah. But donations and sharing this video around will help out a ton. I'm basically just going to be chilling out there most of the day. I'm sorry. I know it's not the most entertaining thing, but it's what is needed at the moment. I'll try to make good commentary. I'll try to talk about what I'm playing and stuff, but I am going to be honest. The minute I woke up at 12 o'clock on Monday, I booked it, got out of the door, went to the bank, talked to them, opened up an account for my husband, and then proceeded to submit what I've now counted to be 15 different places to rent for applications. Proceeded to hyperventilate, cry, freak out, and all of it ended up with the following morning at 7 a.m. my landlord messaging me and going, "Oh yeah, it's perfectly fine if you guys want to renew the lease. Just give me the names of the people so we can take Brent off and we'll go from there." And I'm like, honestly, it was a lot of the stress taken off, but it was still like, I'm still coming down from all that stress, and I'm like, yeah. So, we're gonna get everything switched over by before the end of February for gas and electric, and then we're just gonna keep on keeping on. I got some reorganizing to do. We've created a brand new budget for ourselves, and hopefully I'll be able to finish out all 12 videos for the year by eventually. I would still like to do the conventions that I had planned for the year, however, that may not be an option, so I am keeping my eyes out, but I will at least be at Anthro, Ohio, because I don't need a hotel for that, and it really does cost me nothing to go to it. AC, there is a chance I will be able to go to this one because I have a friend who's willing to let us stay with them. This friend is a dear friend of mine. He makes suits. As Argent of Doodle Owl, he made my husband's fursuit and worked with me on Presto's arm sleeves. And yeah, MCFC is coming up in April. I have no idea if I'm able to do this one. It all comes down to how March goes, but we should be able to. I just won't be anywhere near the main hotel when we go. And that's okay. That's not a big deal for me. And then MCFC at the, or MFF at the end of the year we should be able to do, however, that might even change. All depends on the rest of the year. Hello, Haredevil. Silly asked, but this year will you ever consider raffles? Depends on what you mean by raffles. If you mean, like, giveaway for a commission or something, not sure. It all depends. Maxi7K says, it's a trend of drawing Ben 10 aliens in a feminine Yeah, a lot of, Ben 10 is something where I grew up with that show, like, a lot. So I totally understand. Like, my dad was into Ben 10 when I was, you know, a wee lad. But yeah, no, I like Ben 10. Ben 10's cool. And Mountain Man said, wait until you start looking at houses, do I? Oh god, so many houses. Yeah, no, I've already started looking. We've already started looking. We had a place that looked great, but we should have started saving a year ago. But it wasn't on the market a year ago, so... And it was like, oh, I could do this. We could actually do this. We have it paid off, like, halfway by the end of the year. They were like, oh, yeah, banks don't do loans for that amount because it's just too low. And I was like, you're kidding me. And, like, I told my mom, and she's like, yeah, it's really frustrating because it's like, yeah, for me and you, it would take, like, nearly 2 to 3 years for us to save up that amount of money with everything going on, but according to, like, what they consider middle class, it would only take them, like, half a year. And I'm like, that's insane. So, that's why they don't do loans like that. So, that's why we're having to save up. We made an account just for buying a house, too. So, every penny helps, every view helps, everything helps. And that's why I am running like a mad lad on a mission. I'm going to be opening up for collaborations throughout the year as well, so if anybody wants to be in a video, that'd be cool. But raffles, going back to Daredevil's raffles, I have thought about it. I've done a bidding war on Twitter where we only got one bid, but I mean the suit got made and everything. So yeah, and I have a dream. I have hope that I can survive the year. I've got a video titled like how I'm not a failure, how I'm not a failure, and you won't fail either, and it's all true, but it makes me feel like a darn fool for making that video and being like, yeah, life's going okay, and now I'm just like, oh, life's not going okay. That was really quick. So 2024, we're gonna try to make it the best year we can. Even if it's a struggle for me and my husband, we will make it through. Matt Man said, yeah, my bank didn't like how much I put down. They tried to make me get a bigger house/loan. Yeah, that's what the realtor tried to do. He was just like, oh yeah, you could try this. And then they were like, oh, yeah, you're gonna need more than... They were like, from like a 35,000 house, which isn't cheap to me, at least, but the bank was just like, oh no, that's cheap. We don't do that. I'm like, you're kidding. Yeah, this is insane. So, bank said no, so here I am. And that's okay. We're gonna get enough saved up by the end of the year, and hopefully we'll have enough to get a decently sized home loan, and eventually we won't have, and then at that point we won't have to deal with it anymore. No more freaking out. When we originally moved into this house, though, I don't like, we're renting this place, but when we moved in originally, it was, I don't think we could have done this alone, but here we are nearly 3 years later, and I think me and Truman can afford this place. We just need to... needed some time to prepare. So, local gore artist says, yo, welcome. Maxi7K says, pastel green or pastel colors in general are so pretty. Yeah, I love pastel colors. My main suit is very, very colorful. I just love vibrant, bright colors. I love stuff that pops, but I'm more of a fan of using them sparingly, right? So, like, you can use a color that pops, but don't make it the whole suit. Like, so in terms of, like, a character design, like with my cat, because I want to be very specific, that my VTuber model is, in fact, my Fursona. So, the hair is colorful, the tail is colorful, but the rest of it is a muted white. And the main reason behind that is to give it some color contrast and, keep the vibe of the Sona locked into that prism design. Because with a prism, when you shine a light just right through it, you'll get 2 rainbows. You'll often get 3, but you know, you don't have that many options, so 2 rainbows. Alright, so that's not gonna line up, but if I go down, around, like that, I encourage artists to kind of take their pen to follow the lines. Like, if something doesn't look like it's gonna line up, it's gonna look weird in the piece, but if you just kind of follow it all the way through, even if you have to go under just to see how that would look, that's all good. You can always erase a line or two later. Alright, there's the base color down. Banana for scale. Is your tail also rainbow? Yes, it is. It goes, orange is towards my backside, so we have orange, yellow, then green, blue, purple, and then red is at the very end. You like dark colors? Dark colors can be fun. Red has a lot more dark colors on him, but, yeah. I mean, I wear a very dark jacket, so. Mountain Man says they got a realtor outside of the bank, and when I started looking, in North Carolina, and... Yeah. Yeah. I can understand that. We're going through my bank for our loan, because we figure it'll be smarter for us to just keep it all in one spot. Plus, the bank helped us open up a Homeowners Plus account, so that way then we could even do this in the first place. So, thank God I run through a credit union. Alright, it's looking like I have to change the music again, because we are at the end of the Outrun soundtrack. How does Space Harrier sound for you guys? Space Harrier sound good? I would do, I would do Smash Mouth, but I think that's copyrighted. I say think, I know it's copyrighted. Alright. Very pretty colors, alright. I like what you picked out here. I am gonna give these claws a... I know I added these claws, but I'm giving them a slight yellow hue to match with the teeth, because nails and teeth are both essentially cartilage and bone, so they should match colors pretty well. Just, you know, basic biology and stuff. It should match. It doesn't mean it's going to. But yeah. Just gonna back behind here. But yes, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It's gonna help out a ton. I'm trying to think about what else to talk about, what else to say. I've been playing a lot of arcade games lately. Honest to God, I've been playing a ton of arcade-style games. Outrun, a bit of Street Fighter, a lot of Atari games, but I've been making a video on that, so I don't know if that really counts, because I'm making a video on Atari remastered stuff. Like, I picked up all the games before I knew that any of this was happening. Luckily, they were all on sale, so I got them for a pretty good price. But I started writing the review for that. I was supposed to record that this week. Seems like I might have to do it tomorrow, perhaps, if not the next day, because me and my friend Artie are doing the recording for that. And when it comes to finishing the script on that, I've got 3 games left to do. I've got Quantum Recharged, Black Widow Recharged, and The Caravans of Mars Recharged. Those are the 3. I'm also going to be talking about a bunch of the other remastered stuff. As an artist, what do you think are the best color combinations? I'm weird, right? So when it comes to color combos, I will go for stuff that slightly clashes, and I'll see what works with that. So when okay, I'm going to come over here on a new layer. So if I were to, like, pull out, like, this... Here. Well, if we pull out, like, this pink, that's a kind of nice color. But what I'll then do is, like, I'll come up here and I'll get, like, a almost darker tealish leaning more into the green side. See, and I think that right there is a good color combination, but some people would say that that clashes. Stuff like this vibrant purple and this wonderful hibiscus. That looks wonderful, like a hibiscus orange. That's what that looks nice to me. I'll go for odder dark colors like this navy, and then I'll come back over with a purple and make it like a dull but bright purple. That looks good to me. And when you know, add in like a speckled bit of green, you know. Of course, I picked the one brush that doesn't want to do the speckled stuff. Let me pull up a brush here. Yeah, this like speckled sort of look. That looks alright to me. Of course, I would probably like blend them all together. There we go. Like add some white to it. But yeah, that's the type of stuff that looks gorgeous to me. I love going for heavy contrast with my colors. It doesn't mean I always do. I do draw, like, one of my favorite characters is Mega Man, and he uses a palette that looks a little bit like this. Give me a second. Dark blue. Goes for this tannish orange skin. You know, that's a nice color combination right there. That's a very pretty colors. And that's another set that I just really like. And you know, and we can also add like a black outline. Super minimalist Mega Man. What? No. But yeah, no, like that's the type of stuff that I usually go for. I like to keep my limitations very much rooted in video games when it comes to color choices. So if something is like, oh yeah, I love like looking back at older arcade games and going for colors like that. Welcome, John. Welcome. Maxi7K says, I guess it's because it awakens the mind and makes it concentrate more due to how it stands out. Well, that's part of the reason. But the other main reason is that a lot of arcade games use very contrasting colors. They often used a lot of bright colors in the early days, and then very contrasting colors midway through that sort of PlayStation-y generation. And, you know, eventually it got more muted as time went on, but come back down here and keep continuing the sketch. But yeah, no, I love making some good contrast with it. Not always am I going to be able to make a good contrast with it, but... Alright, we're getting to the point now in this track mix where I'm like, Oh, that's another good band. I can't play it because it's copyrighted. Let's see here. Streets of Rage, why not? Like Streets of Rage, nice bumping. Nice bumping, techno-y, Eurobeat sort of feel. I'm not usually a Eurobeat kind of guy, but Streets of Rage just... that game is so good, I don't even mind it. And the new Streets of Rage Revengeance, Revolution, sorry. That looks like it's going to be a great game. I can't believe they announced 5, called it Revolution, because Revolution, within classical meaning, means 5. So that's really cool. There's some science and, or not science, it's more literary. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Is your persona silly? My persona is me. I am my persona. I really don't put much of a veil and a mask up when it comes to streaming and when it comes to my persona and me. I can be a bit sillier when I'm in suit, but my persona is just me. All three of us are just me. I've got Are you silly? A little bit. I can be pretty serious sometimes, and when I first started this channel, I was very serious. I was very intent on keeping things serious. but as time has gone on, I've learned to loosen up a little bit. Presto is very silly. So something that I have mentioned before on this channel is that I have 3 personalities. It is properly diagnosed. We do get along just fine. But yeah, I can be very silly at times. So. Alright, so. But I love being silly on occasion. If you ever ask Casey, Casey Tape, she helps me out with a lot of stuff. She's another roommate of mine. She's actually sticking around, which I'm so thankful for, because I don't think I'd make it through a week being completely, on my own with this stuff. But she was like, "You're being really silly lately," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better." Getting therapy and getting help actually helped me open up and be a bit more silly. It's a little weird because I had to tone down a lot of the funner parts of me because I had a lot of business to take care of, and it was like, oh, I have school, I have work, I have this, I have that, and eventually it just kind of killed all my drive. And eventually just getting some help and getting people to talk to and finding a fun community to be with and making a community here on YouTube, that all really helped with me being able to smile more. On Monday evening, Truman looked at me and said, "You have really dark circles in your eyes that I haven't seen since you left fast food. Are you okay?" I'm like, "I know I'm not okay, but I will be. I'll be perfectly fine in like in a while once I'm not stressing out about where I'm going." And is your husband silly? My husband is always silly. He is if you look on my shorts page on YouTube, if you go to the channel and then the shorts tab, you can find pictures of you can find videos of a pink goat in them. That pink goat is Truman. A lot of the shorts ideas for the more fun ones, the ones that do better, are generally his ideas. He loves being silly and goofy. Oh man. We're almost an hour in. I was not expecting this to take me this long. I don't feel like I'm running behind, because, yeah. Alright, we're looking at a darker green for the rest of this, up until the nose. We'll do the eyes last. Alright, so I need this, because this has the markings of the dots where they're at. And on this next layer, and then we will go ahead and pull Elray, that 000 gray, that blackish color, where is that used at on your Sona? Is that just the outline, or is that the pupils? What color are your pupils? Is it that gray color? Curiosity. Strikes the cat every now and again. What's nice about using this style of brush it kind of has this spinning motion when I use it. So I can get more natural looking like spots and things. But yeah, no, if anybody has any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm always down to answer. It's actually calming me down quite a bit. Care if I jump in and give... Yeah, sure, go for it. Go ahead and jump in. I'll get it set up real quick. I've got to swap around the mixes here. Properties. I don't think they can hear you yet. Give me a moment. Alright. I think I need to turn up this. Discord. Alright, go ahead and keep talking real quick for a bit, and we'll get you introduced. Yeah, you're not ruining it. You're not ruining it at all.
Everyone's names and read it for Gavin here to continue drawing.
Alright, so folks, this is Mountain Man. I have to up the volume here on the music, but
oh yeah.
And of course I cannot. There we go.
There you go. Man, sounds like you have to do a lot of balancing for me this time.
It seems like you're okay. You're just a little loud, but
okay.
This is the internet. Audio is wonky sometimes.
Yeah, very true.
All right,
anyway.
Argent is here. Hey, Argent, I got a lot to talk about with you. If you want to, can you read out the chat real quick?
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I'd say Argent went incoherent dinosaur noses and
one above that.
Oh yeah, weird fact. Apparently, hyenas are closer related to felines than canines. That was from Maxie, and then Maxie said it, and Maxie just says hello, boys, and Argent says hello. Good to hear from both of you all.
Yeah. Welcome. It's good to have you on. So here's what's going on, Argent. My commissions are open. Brent is going to be moving out at the early next month. I managed to scramble around and get the lease put in mine and Truman's name, and we are now. I am now struggling to. I'm taking a bunch of commissions right now. I flailed around a bunch and managed to make enough, but I want to be extra sure, and every cent I make going forward, including the $40 that you sent me for your commission that I still have to ship out, is going towards a house fund so I can buy a house. So that way then I don't ever have to worry about this stuff ever again. So yeah, that's why I might not be up at the end of January. Maxie 7 says bad time for me to not have a debit card. Oh, don't worry. I will be open throughout the year. And just watching the streams and sharing them around is more than enough. It helps out a ton. It's a lot more than what people think, really.
Yep. Oh
yeah. Alright.
Wait, is this you, Ray? No. No, this is not Ray. This is Mountain.
No, this is... Mountain Man is the one speaking on VC. Mountain Man is one of my co-hosts. El Ray is not. So, we have a Discord, links in the description, where you can see who is a YouTube co-host. They're usually pretty close friends of mine, or we met one time in a VR chat and went from there with Mountain Man here. But yeah.
Yeah, with about everyone I meet, I know from a long while. It's been all through VR chat, it seems. Anyway, let's catch up on chat here. It says, how many hundreds of stories do you want your house to have from El Ray? We'll elaborate on that one.
Yeah, I'm confused. Like,
are we talking about, hey, I bought this property and it had a murder in it, and you like horror story kind of deal, or is this something else?
It could be brand new. I don't care. I just want a home. If it stands, if it's 4 walls and has electricity, I can do my work.
Oh, Moxie's like, I know who the co-host is asking about you drawing.
Oh, this is El Rey. This is El Rey right here. This is El Rey's persona. He commissioned me for this. This is a $40 piece right here for a profile picture. I'll be doing a full background and everything. We already did all the primary work beforehand.
There you go. Say El Rey. It's like, I'm El Rey. You precious here, El Rey cutie. I absolutely rep your staff, and I go to lots of folks looking for badges. Can't speak today.
I'll absolutely rep your story for A&E. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
it means he'll let people know, so that way then I'm not,
stories as in building height. Oh my god, I feel stupid.
Oh, it could be one. It could be one story. It could be two. I don't need that much.
Stairs are a nightmare.
I right now I live in a 2-story with a basement, and I don't really care. I could do without the basement. I could do without the upstairs too, but essentially, if it's got a kitchen, if everything's a-okay, I can do it. Another key point here, using layers is very important when it comes to making colors, because if you notice, I can't draw underneath the green here. Like, it just won't show up. I mean, it will when I do that, but there's nothing drawn over top of that. And what that allows for is easier time coloring. It speeds it up, because then I can use any type of brush that I choose for that. So let me just check the ref sheet again just to make sure. Okay, so there is a spot there, and then I've got purple.
A little bit of time I did draw. I had a horrible time because I kept on screwing up and like, oh crap, I'm on the wrong layer after I was wasting a little bit of time drawing and realizing, well, hell.
You wanna tell them the story about the time that I drew you on stream while you were talking to me and you didn't realize it was you until the last minute, and how it happened twice in the same stream?
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like too busy just yapping and talking, and I didn't realize the entire time he was drawing. And then I look at like, who's that? And then he's like, that's you, you idiot. And then I proceed to repeat that in the next half hour.
Yep. I still don't know how I did that.
I don't know. I don't know if I was trying to multitask with something else. Who knows?
Who knows? It's been a while, so.
That was funny though.
It was. I can't. Every time you're on, I'm just like, yeah. All right. This purple's a lot. So this purple here is a lot duller than it looks in your ref. I can understand for the nose up here, but I don't know. I think it'd look better if it was brighter.
Yeah.
It's up to you, El Rey. It's your piece, so.
Floofy Fee Colorable Yin. Okay. Feel free to pick a brighter purple, says El Rey.
Okay. What I'll do here is I'll do 2 color sets. I'll do one with this darker one, and then one with the brighter one. And you can pick. I will never move forward with an odd design choice unless somebody's like, oh yes, that's exactly how I want it. Another thing that I do when it comes to commissions is I make sure that it's exactly what people want. So if it's like, oh yeah, there's something wrong here or there, I won't move on to the next color or to the next outlining phase until I get confirmation that it's good.
I hate in my own mind because I just thought, oh wait, he can just always just turn up the emissions. And I'm like, you idiot, you're not working on 3D models. You're not working on textures.
No, I'm not. I could just turn up. Yeah, I could just turn up exposure though. I could for that specific layer. but I'm not going to. We're working with what we're working with. So
Oh.
this is what it looks like with the dark purple that you had on your sheet. And here's how it's going to look with, just so I make sure I'm drawing on a different layer. And here's how it's going to look with a brighter purple. I could always do a combination of the two.
That sounds so funny. With me being confused, that's not me. That would actually be a pretty funny, like, a cop-out short.
So we could do something like that, or I could just do
I
that.
love these. See, Moxie said, "I love these kinds of purples when they look gray until you pay close enough attention."
So El Rey, how does this feel for you? Because that way then you get to keep your specific color code, but you also get the brighter tie that is going to drag more attention over. Alright.
There he goes. He said he liked the darker nose with the brighter tie.
Alrighty. Well, that is what we're going to do then. So you did say gray for the eyes, right?
Is it just me, or did it look like the bright purple look like it glowed neon?
It can. It can. It all depends on screen. So the way that I do it, I have a drawing tablet with a screen on it, and I usually have my TV on so that I can see specifically what it looks like for, you know, everybody else who's using like a phone screen or a really cheap cell phone screen. So that way then, if the colors don't look right on one screen, I can be like, okay, so for most people this is going to look really weird and wrong.
Yeah. Now I kind of want to go back into that old stream and just pull the 2 times I got confused on that, and you can just put them out as shorts. Co-host gets confused.
I would be. You do that, I will totally upload them.
I need to go figure out how to edit them. That would be just funny.
If you pick out the exact, like, if you cut out the time, I can make it into a short. You don't have to do any editing aside from that. Alright, so this is the gray we're pulling. And that is the color you wanted for the eyes, right?
There's no Moxie, there's no short. It's all part of the stream. I was talking about maybe finding
Yeah.
a picture and make it a short.
We haven't uploaded any highlight clips of the streams yet. I have a lot of streams that I could do that with, but we just haven't done it yet. You wait? Okay. Well, that's good. I appreciate it. Alright, what we're gonna do here. So the way that I do this is I'll come over here, I'll pick a different thing. Another really cool thing to do is actually going back to look at older animes. I will go back and look at older shows, older cartoons, just to learn how they did a specific trick. I'll stop on a couple frames that I think look nice, and I'll try to just recreate that esque and that style. And one of my favorite things to do is this glossy look. I don't know why, it looks really pretty to me. And then what we can do on top of that is alright. And that'll help you stand out a little bit because you're... since it's a lighting trick, it has to match on both eyes. So the eyes don't have to be exact, but you always want them to kind of match. So I'll come up here and I'll come up there, fill that in.
Let's see. That Icarus looks like a potion bio a second layer. The iris looks like a potion of, was it Bale for a second? I don't know what the potion he's talking about there.
Bio,
Yeah.
I think.
Also, hello, Giant Rat.
Welcome, Giant Rat. Alrighty. Oh yeah, somebody posting memes. Cool. So this is what this looks like for right now. So the next thing that we're gonna do here is I like to select all in terms of that line work. Actually, first up, I'm going to show you what it looks like without the line work. So without the line work, it looks like this. I have a specific way to do this and make it look 20 times better. And it'll even trick the eye and make it look like there's more shading there than possible. But we're going to select all in this case. And then come down a layer. And for this in particular, since it's a profile picture, I actually am going to use a really dark green. Almost black, not perfect though. And then I switch over to this style of brush, because it's nice and it's big.
Oh, apparently he was quoting a potion bottle or potion vial. Don't worry, English is the only language I speak, and I still butcher it.
Oh, you're all good. I just suck at reading. It's a joke around my household that I can't read. So, there is pretty much the final product. The only thing that I might change is some of these lines here. I might get rid of them. So, for like here,
language is the only language I speak. I think so, right?
Come over here, notice like stuff like that.
Alright, says it's fantastic. Thank you to you.
Oh, well, no problem, bud. Thank you for getting a commission so quickly. I understand it's very short notice for me to be like, hey, I'm open, but I did not have the chance to just be like, oh yeah, no, I can open them in like a month or two. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to make like 4,000 by the end of the year to like, help.
He said, yes, I am a gigantic rat, but you also know me as Revolta.
Oh, hey, Revolta. Hey, Revolta. It's been a little while.
That's a hello.
I love that you do that from time to time. Alright, so let me go back to the... Oh, it's just Fab posting in memes. Alright, so... If I remember correctly... yeah, I just got asked how long am I streaming for. Until I get tired.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes. Yes. So, Elray, you said a yellowish background. Alright, well, I love Streets of Rage music. I think we're gonna have to switch this soundtrack over. We got Super Hang-On. Super Hang-On's got good music. Road Rash 2.
I was thinking about recommending that, I'm pretty sure it's automatically copyright, that 8-bit version of the Welcome to the Danger Zone thing from was it the Saturn?
Yeah, it'll get copyrighted.
Darn.
Yeah, they look for the melody in particular.
Rip.
I'm probably I was worried about getting copyright claimed for the Outrun music I used in the one. So.
Shoot, once the amplitude is me.
Alright, so what I like to do for backgrounds is I like to go a little bit more off the wall. I'll use bright colors, I'll use brushes I don't normally use. So already this is gonna give it a different sort of flair. You can take a lighter blue, come through with a more sweeping brush.
Let's see. Valda said that it has been seeing the Discord, and I checked in. I'm also broke, so fortunately I can't commission, but I'm glad to assume with my username shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm. Thank you for keeping up with this stuff, because I've been dealing with quite a bit lately, and it all happened really, really quickly. If I would have known back in November, I could have gotten this all taken care of way sooner. But it's like, here you go. Here you go. You got a month to figure this out. So I figured out in 24 hours, quite literally less than 24 hours. By 11:50, so I was informed 12 o'clock Monday, and by 11:50 on Tuesday, I knew I had the lease renewed, the bank account set up, and managed to sell a bunch in commissions. And now it's just about fulfilling those commissions. Even if the main one I sold was a suit commission, I still am going to continue doing art and art streams throughout the year, and we're going to be open all year until I get overwhelmed. So just keep them coming.
Maxie was wondering, short question, do you know JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I cannot wait for part 9 to finish up. I've been enjoying watching all the people freak out at the fact that they're just doing the Mafia story again, except in Hawaii and very different. And I really want them to animate part 7 because it's one of my favorite parts. So. And we'll come through with this pinkish color. Alright, now the one thing I do want to do is on this layer, we're going to take this is a smear brush. So, I don't think you guys can see it due to the overlay, but if I bring this over enough, you can actually see, so there's this brush here, it's got a white look to it. That means it's a smear brush, and what a smear brush allows me to do is all sorts of fancy stuff. In particular, it lets me blend colors together. And with this one in particular, it'll grain the background a little bit, because we're not just like meshing the colors together, we're also, interlocking.
Let's see, chat's going like crazy. It's like El Rey asks, this is supposed to be the year of the dragon, which I don't know what he's quoting there.
Quite literally, that's not a quote. That is the year. It is actually the Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon.
Oh shit, okay. Mafia Tropical Edition. And then Maxie was saying you should draw your bunny stone as D4C.
Ooh, yes, D4C. Maybe. D4C is the translated name they had to give to Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
What?
D4, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt, and C, cheap.
Huh.
That is the translated name that they gave to him because they did not want to get copyright sued for using the name. Yeah, so in the anime they used that.
It works.
It does. It really does. might do that.
Well, I had to stop for a second because the first thing I thought in my head when you said there's was the song.
Oh, yeah. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has a lot of music references. It's like Mega Man, where Mega Man has references to Rush and Guns N' Roses and stuff. JoJo's does all sorts of Western music tropes, and it's really cool to see.
Okay, I might have to just watch it just for that, just to cue all the old music.
You're gonna have it's one of those things where you might just have to.
Hey,
I know.
Try it.
I know that me and Artie have been trying to talk you into watching it for a while now. And every time you seem uninterested, but I'm like, oh well, we're gonna talk him into it eventually, because Truman talked me into it. So. All right, El Rey, is this good enough for you? Are you happy with it?
It's perfect, he says.
Sweet. Alright, we are an hour and 16 in. Yeah, I hope everything goes okay for us too. I was not expecting to deal with that this year, but I feel like Truman jinxed me just a little bit with what he said, so... Alright, so first up, I'm going to revert this back to its 7-pixel font size. We're going to do, on the very top layer, a signature. So, I do not watermark my work, I sign my work. It is technically a watermark, but it makes it so that way then if you post it somewhere, everybody can see that it is, in fact, my actual work. Another thing I like doing here is, on this layer here, I know, all that hard work gone. Give me just a moment, and then we're going to lower the opacity here. And then you stand out more from the background, and the background still looks nice and bright and flashy. I hope this was worth the $40, El Rey. I can do shading and the like, but for a profile picture, generally, you want to do it like this, and since you don't have a ref sheet, this will help other artists work with your Sona. Like, since you don't have, like, a proper full ref sheet, you have just, like, a sketch, is what I mean. Alright, we're gonna turn that to PNG. Alright, that will be up on... So, in artwork...
They say I'll get to making that ref sheet. That's great.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm always open to do ref sheets if you want, but for now, I've got that uploaded in the artwork section, and then El Rey, I'm gonna send you the full copy on Telegram, so that way then you have both the piece uncompressed as a file and the original KRA file, so just in case another artist wants to tweak it or work with it and you have any needs or desires, you can send them the .kra, you can tell them the previous artist used Krita, or you can always reach out again. I'm always open and available, so there you go. There's that. There is one commission down for the year.
Argent was asking us if I may grab a ref sheet from you soon. What do you charge?
45, maybe 50. I don't know. Just kind of depends. You want your dyno, right? So dyno, you're not using many colors. I can get it done within, I guess, I suppose 50, 55, somewhere in that range.
So yeah, you did 50 when I did the when I did mine.
Yeah, but I was also I still need to get yours finished up. I'm sorry I haven't gotten around to it
You're
yet.
good.
Life keeps smacking me in the nuts, so
I haven't said anything about it. I was just saying it was like I know you charged 50 for mine when I did mine. Yeah. No, I'm not saying you gotta do it anytime. I'm saying you're good.
Yeah, life has decided. Hey guys, wham! So I believe the only
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
The only outstanding commissions I have to finish up is yours, I believe, actually. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I was debating the because I was like I don't know what to draw because I was thinking about getting you to do a badge for me for AC, but I was like I don't know what the hell I would put even in it.
Well, so for the badge, what I could do is I could draw your VR chat avatar.
Yeah, that would be a thing.
And I can, and then I can put your VR at on there.
It'll work. Yeah.
Because I do physical hand-drawn badges. I believe I'm the only furry doing painted badges. So, if you like watercolors.
Yeah, this one would be it would be on the back of my backpack basically. It would be a PC case backpack.
Oh, well, if you want that, then I can do a digital badge.
Yeah, it'd be easier.
Alright, so somebody said something about D4C.
Yeah, with your who was one of your persona.
D4C with D4C with Presto. Let me get some new music on, and we'll get started on that.
I found while we're talking here, I actually found the old stream.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, I forgot one of the drawings from you was "Please no furry."
I should say that all artwork that has been made in previous streams and current streams are on the Discord as well. They were on the old Discord. Some of them are on the new Discord, but all of them are on the Gavin Dragon art dump in the description on Telegram. This is where you can see every piece of art I have ever made up till, or at least going as far back to I think 2019. Give or take.
Man, I really need to catch up to part 7.
Yeah, everybody needs to catch up to part 7. Part 7's so good. I don't know if they're going to be animating, though, because they haven't made an announcement yet. Alright, I do not know what music to use. I guess we could use Shadow Dancer music? No.
I never get tired of how bad my own voice is.
Oh, your voice is fine. Maxie said, apart from being victims of plagiarism, artists that don't sign their work are harder to find altogether. Yeah, I used to, sometimes I still forget to sign my work, but I sign it a majority of the time. And I'm pretty easy to find on all over the place, so. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to use a reference. Because off the top of my head, I know what D4C looks like, but I need a reference for how this is going to look. This should be more than enough. So, I am not religious at all, and I know that D4C belongs to Poochie. So,
into the JoJo channel I follow, they need time, a lot of time. Also, his name is Valentine?
Yeah, Funny Valentine. That's the other user. Doesn't D4C have 2 users? Because Valentine is the president in part 7. Maybe I'm just getting it all mixed up. Valentine. Okay. Okay, it's been a long week. Can I use that as an excuse? It's been a long day. So, JoJo's look here uses more of a human-like skull, or I would much prefer to use more of a rabbit-based skull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually angle this a lot sharper. Alright, I cannot handle this music.
Was it Pucci has White Snake, Sea, Come On, and Made in Heaven.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
Was it question on the signing of artwork stuff? A suitor maker, should I sign/tag my stuff? It just feels kind of wrong to put my name on the inside of someone else's faces. But some say I should add tags. I do not know. Personally, me, RJ, I say you should. Just like anyone that has a brand, they have a name
All right,
put on it.
So, for my suit head, I have a tag on the inside, right by the neck. It is a non-abrasive, like, really smooth, silky tag with Bex's ats. It's got the Gold Ribbon Kitten logo. Argent, for your stuff, I would say tag it so you know, so that people can find you.
Yeah, I would say just
Tag it if you wish. Another thing you could do is, like, I've seen a lot of people send out badges with commissions and like suit commissions and the like. But if you don't really feel comfortable tagging that, that's okay. I just think it might actually help you out just a little bit, but if it's more work for you and you don't feel comfortable doing it, you don't have to. You could always send out a business card with the suit itself. That works as well, but you should probably tag your suit just so you have record of that you made it. Oh man, I am... Why do I keep finding music that's just not good?
Anxiety fight music.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I'll go with some dynamite heading and I'll turn on the fan here real quick. I usually stream for about 2 hours, but today we're going for as long as I need to. So if people want to send out links, share them around, and be like, hey, this artist is having a housing problem at the moment, please watch the stream, because he does more than just art and would really appreciate it. You know, just something like that.
This game music reminds me of music from a fan game, Lisa the Painful, called Lisa the Pointless. What?
Yeah, I've actually heard about that. Believe it or not, I've heard of the Lisa games at least. I don't remember why I've heard of them, but I have.
Fun personal fact, I have two OCs that I love making imaginary stories for, but I always end up putting work together, and it's weird since designs kind of clash with each other. Interesting.
It's okay if a design clashes, because, so, the nice thing about a design clashing is that you can still make it work. So, something that I don't like seeing in cartoons is they will change art styles between characters. And it'll frustrate me to no end on the way the show looks. Actually, a show I am currently in the works of making a video on, Sonic X, does this. The human characters look one way, the Sonic characters look another, and it's frustrating to look at. Something like Sonic Unleashed fixed that a lot, but generally, if the designs clash, you can still make... like, this style of eye right here, and this style of eye right there, both could be in the same show, and it would still work, so long as all of the colors and shading match. If they don't match, that's when we get some weird clashing. So if your designs don't work together, or don't think they work together, don't worry about it. you can always make it look like it works. Alright. To go around like this.
Okay. Foxy is saying, isn't that called shape theory?
I have no idea.
Hang on, I gotta Google it.
Please do.
Also, hello, Summit the Dragon.
Welcome, Summit. We're streaming. I am streaming. I'm doing some arts. I just finished up a commission, and now we're doing some art suggested by a viewer of the channel. I'm going through a bit of a housing crisis at the moment, and would really appreciate a subscribe, a donate, or just something, a like at the very least. All right.
Let's see. Okay, when I pull it up for art, shape theory is more of the, I guess, language. I think it's kind of like, I guess, the art form of body language is what it means in this.
Well,
it's
so the way I would interpret that is the language of shapes is like a character with more pointed edges is going to look more mean than a character with smooth edges.
Yeah, like apparently it's like when used in character, objects, or background designs, shades can tell a story that shows personality, index, and emotion response to the viewer without saying any words.
Yeah, I'm more talking about the character design. So if you notice here, I drew Sonic, but I drew him all with spiky lines, and he looks more angry and mean. He looks like a harsher character. Meanwhile, Mega Man here, he has more rounded edges. Yeah, he says some points, but all the points meet directly in with other features. So even sharp edges like up here still curve. They still have that curve to them, which makes the character feel more friendly. Something like Mario can be drawn in more of a swooping manner to give it this friendly vibe. Meanwhile, we could also take that to the extreme and point it. And while it's the same character, well, in this case it looks more like Luigi, so I'll make it Luigi. So meanwhile, while it looks like a similar character to Mario, it's just different enough to give it a different feel, a different flavor. And that's what I mean by like a character design can clash, but as long as the art style itself is consistent, it should work. So
pointy equals hostile, less pointy equals friendly for Argent.
Generally. I have drawn Argent before. Let me pull up that image, actually. Argent is currently using it as his profile picture on Telegram, if I remember correctly, and I think a couple of other places. Let me find it.
What was that? Oh god, Rat, I just forgot your name completely. What is it again? Yeah, I feel stupid who Rat is again.
Revolta?
Yeah, Revolta, thank you. Yeah, Revolta, you were saying with, you notice that you only need 200. It's, to be the exact count, it is 176 to reach 1,000, which would be great. And, Maxi says squares equals serious / resilient.
Exactly. It all depends on how you take the art itself. So, give me a moment and I'll showcase what I mean by you can still make harsh lines and make it look friendly. I'm being very careful with where I click at the current moment.
I don't want to actually dox yourself.
Well, I don't want to get my YouTube channel banned because,
Oh, enough said.
I do not safe for work commissions as well. It's just, we keep it safe for work on this channel.
This is why my suit has big, sharp teeth that sweep fleecy spine. I want to be conflicting. Do you really want to hug a raptor?
Alright, I think I don't remember what I called it, but I'm gonna say I think I called it glue. Hello, freeze-dried rat, welcome. Yes, I did. I named it What Glue. So this will show.
That's totally why I trust you with my character.
Yeah, see.
You get my shape. Yeah.
Sharp edges, and they still look friendly. It's all just about posture, posing, and everything else. And as long as the art style is consistent, it can work. Summit Dragon says free stride rat, all caps.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was so worried about messing up your badge when I did that.
Also, someone says I like your vids.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you do. I want to make more. Right now I'm working on trying to make enough money so I can keep making vids, because at the current moment, we're going through a bit of a housing thing where one of our roommates is leaving and on very short notice, which is not what we were expecting. So, but that's okay. We'll survive. We got the lease renewed, so we're at least that far along. It's just a matter of keeping it up. So I'm not going for a JoJo's art style here, but I am going to go for the vibe. I'm not going to do the whole thing, though. Alright, so I have drawn JoJo characters in the past. One of my personal favorites is one of the characters from a non-canon at least I think it's non-canon. It might be canon. Fugo's intent. I don't know. He has cards as his main like theme. Come around here. I have drawn in the JoJo's art style before. It's not too hard to do, it's just a lot of being very, very accurate with line work, and when I do it, I generally use different brushes with different settings, because it's just better. Oh, thank you, Freeze Dried Rat. Oh man, I've got... So, we're working on here.
So I wonder if there's a shape theory and body language that you can also tell backstory. Like, this character doesn't have a sharp end, so it should be friendly, but he isn't something that you must have happened to him.
Yeah,
there's many video games that do that and stuff. I've seen that in video games and different and different stories.
If you've ever seen Fist of the North Star. Fist of the North Star is an older anime. It is getting redone here, I think this year or next year sometime. But the main point I'm going to make here is the fact that Kenshiro has a lot of very hostile look to him, but he's very friendly as long as you're friendly to him. Like, the design of him can be, like, he can be friendly, but he looks very hostile. Meanwhile, in other shows, there are just ways to do it. Generally, the way you tackle that is you use rounder shapes with darker colors.
Because what I'm thinking with that is, like, what I'm thinking of a stereotypical version of that would be a, like, example, like, from the, I guess, like, think of, like, an older knight with blackened armor, but all the edges are rounded off due to battle war armor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just kind of exhausted. A kind of ordeal image. This is a dumb example I just thought of, but it probably kind of works. I don't know why it's coming out. It's probably Ryan Hart would be a good example of that from Overwatch. For that kind of design, I'm guessing. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
I don't know what they look like, so personally, I have no idea.
I think, yeah, granted, I've never played Overwatch. I just know the character from long ago when it first came out. But it was like apparently he's a knight that was just. I mean, he came back after the war and stuff like that, and he just looks so battle worn and exhausted. And it's an old man in armor.
I'm gonna use more of a sketchy look for this because it's less.
My brother loves you. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go for it.
It's like my brother loves JoJo. I haven't watched much anime since my undergrad. I haven't either.
I enjoyed watching JoJo. I also enjoyed learning about Part 7 and reading a bit of it. I also watched some comic dubs of Part 8 that were really, really well done, and I look forward to the next one they put out. But, yeah, no, JoJo's pretty good. It's one of those things where it gets confused from the younger anime fans for Fist of the North Star being part of JoJo when it's not. So that's something to know if you've never... If you've seen clips of Fist of the North Star and been like, oh, well, I don't know if it's really a show for me, and you're like, oh, that's not JoJo, you know, that's probably why. Alright, we're gonna change the music again. I don't know to what. Rystar, sure, let's go with. I like Rystar's music. Omaru wa no shinderu. Nani? Yeah, I do actually know some Japanese. So that is quite literally, you're already dead. And then what? So if you're ever wondering what they say in that clip, there you go. You still there, Mountain Man?
Yeah, I'm still here. No. Yeah, I'm still here, buddy.
Good. I think I might turn back on the Christmas lights. They gave the room a nice energy. I strung up Christmas lights for Christmas, and it gave the room a nice feel, and now they're off, and it just feels dark in here. That could also be because I have the TV off.
There's an old Tumblr post where someone said, "Who's the older sister?" and Lilo said, and someone just said Nani. Wait, no. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Yep, that's.
Can't unsee that now.
Oh man, but yeah, it has been a stressful week. It feels like it's been a month, but it hasn't. I'm gonna keep reiterating that because it's like, me and Truman were like, last night, Truman was like, we went to the bank today, and I said, yes we did, and he says, wait, that felt like a week ago, and I say, yep, that's how much we did today. That's how stress affects the body, partly. Speeding up how much time we think is going by.
Oh, Rat says, Matt, are you actually a mountain man like those from the frontier times? No, I just originally grew up in Appalachia in West Virginia. That's why I came up with the name Mountain Man.
My actual name is Gavin. Nobody asked, I know. No, my actual name is Gavin. That's where my name comes from. Nice and simple. Like I said, I don't put on much of a veil when it comes to streaming.
mean, if you want to count Frontier, I am from the middle of nowhere, where I'm originally from, so, yeah.
Okay, so you've seen horrors that a dog has had to fight off to protect an old lady. Got it.
More of, it's a 4-lane load, left takes you to Deliverance, right takes you the wrong turn, and straight takes you off the face of the earth.
Gotcha.
My name is literally a shortened of my real name. Fair enough.
Fair enough. So I can show off a few of my older pieces that are a bit more JoJo related. I don't know how much longer we're gonna go just because I'm starting to run out of steam.
Looks good. Looks darn good though.
Thank you. I will likely be streaming tomorrow as well. However, that will be Mario Wonder to just make up for the fact that I did not play Mario Wonder today when I said I was going to. I still feel bad about that, but this is a necessary stream to let everybody know, hey, I'm okay, but my housing situation is changing, and it's moving at a pace I'm not comfortable with, but I've got it figured out, mostly. I just need commissions and donations, so...
I'm gonna do the Moxie one first here. Moxie said, as someone who speaks Spanish as my first language, I just read your name as Good Old King. And I actually kind of understand, I get where you're going with that with Ellery, because I remember the reason why I somewhat know that is from the old movie El Dorado. Somewhat. And, as for Argent, it says, random question, are you Agents of VRC? And you have met me in VRC, though, Argent, you have, a couple times. No, I didn't start playing until 2018. So the Agents would be pre-17.
I'm gonna go for some extra heavy shading here, because this is just a sketch, and I want to get this feeling across that it's, you know.
Oh, you know, I used to have plans to move to West Virginia, but those plans went. Oh, that's right. I remember that a while back. I think you were talking about long ago when I first kind of started coming on here. Rivalda.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, there's... Yeah, my plans are just to get a house. Survive, live, don't have... I just don't want to deal with this anymore. I just... No more, not even no more problems. Just no more massive, like, life-changing craziness. Me and Truman, like, I don't care what happens going forward. I just want everything to be okay right now.
Oh, shoot.
I've been following my dream for well over 2 years now, and this was the year that everything was supposed to get, you know, to where it was supposed to be at. And now I gotta rush my way through, because, well, if I don't, I could end up homeless.
Yeah. Zeke was saying, hopefully the rest of your year is much calmer.
That is the plan. I wrote down a list of things to do today. I wrote down, get a shower, relax, Delta 8, stream, commissions. Get the word out and, like, relax. I wrote down all 3 of our moods last night, and I was like, how do we solve this? How do we relax? What else do I have to do going into February? It was like, okay, change utilities into Truman's name, because Brent said he's willing to pay out the last month's rent, and we're including, I believe we're including utilities in on this. If not, okay, whatever, we can get that done real quick. But we're gonna get everything good to go. I'm feeling better. But for now, stress time speed up and work. Work like a bat out of hell.
Don't do that such high tempo like you tried to do in this November, not the
Oh.
October.
Don't worry, we're not trying to do that, but we will be doing more streams more often and getting videos out at a decent pace because I have nearly 5 Mountain Man. Remember when we did that recording for the Ultimate Guide part 3? So since then I have gotten 4 videos nearly complete. I have done nothing but sit and script and write and work. I gotta record gameplay, I have to edit, and I gotta get everything done on a good time scale. If it weren't for my friends, if it weren't for people like Mountain Man here, if it weren't for people like Argent and the audience and Artie and just everybody else, I don't think I'd be as calm as I am right now because I'd still be freaking out. Makes me glad Truman took the 1 day off just so he could get all this done. He believe it or not, he called off on the same day everything hit the fan, just because he wasn't feeling great and wasn't sure what was going on. So I'm glad he listened to his gut. He got pissed off yesterday because they made him get off 30 minutes early because their system shut down at work.
Everyone's systems collapsed during the floods, during all that rain for some reason. All their LBT cards and stuff, payment cards, and even timesheets stuff.
Alright, rushing in here.
There you go. The only thing I didn't expect to be called back into work so early. I was like, oh man, oh well. I thought I wouldn't be called back until the beginning of February. But, oh well.
Yeah, well, my birthday is in February, and with everything going on, I'm like, oh god, I don't want to be homeless before my birthday. I told Truman that is my one fear at the moment. And since we got the lease signed, though, the landlord was very kind to get the lease put in our name instead of and taking rent off the lease. He had it done. He messaged me before office hours, even, which made me so happy because I was like, oh my god, because it had me worried that he was just gonna be like, yep, nope, have fun. But instead, it was just like, yeah, that's no problem. So,
Moxie said, make sure you're on the right layer.
Oh yeah, I'm on the right layer. Don't worry. We're good. We're good.
They should still work on the warehouse or transport thing place. Are they still working on the warehouse / transport place?
They are. They're working at Honeywell. It is a. They do PPE, protective equipment. They do a bunch of stuff, but he's still working in a warehouse. Yeah. It pays really well, and he likes his job. So I'm glad for that, at least. They treat him well, they give him plenty of days off, and they're very understanding with a lot of this stuff. And he's got pretty good benefits, which is why we might still be able to hit all the conventions, because he's got reduced cost at certain hotels across the country.
Yeah.
Alright.
I gave you that Hilton code I have, but found out it doesn't. They dropped the rate what you get anymore, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's Marriott that we get discounts at. I don't know.
Shit, well, Marriott's not cheap.
No, it's not. But I don't know. We get a couple of different places that are reduced rate. They're a very good company, and they work with the union, so it's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. I'm just gonna... Just so I can remember the kanji real quick. I'm gonna switch music too. Oh.
Is he forklift certified? Probably. Most likely with warehouse.
Yes, he is.
I'm still looking like a badass. Presto's Terminator. I know it's not right, but it's what's giving me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're like, ah. Gonna pass on that one.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, he's forklift certified. I'm food safe certified, believe it or not.
You're too late, Sonic. I'm forklift certified.
Oh boy.
I mean, if we're gonna play that game, then I beat everybody. For that game, for the forklift one, because I've been doing forklift since 2020.
You know what? I'm gonna use. This is a time where I'm actually gonna use one of those little cheats.
There you go.
Alright, so what's nice about this pattern here is all I gotta do is bring it down, get it a little bit bigger, get to the next layer, move it around to like here, make it even bigger. Make that a little bit bigger than that.
Oh my god, of course I have that little line stuck in my head now. I forget how it goes. Like the...
You still have Amari wa no Shindaru stuck in your head?
No, I think that's what it's called. It's the intro to that when it starts playing the music from memes I've seen on like from Source Filmmaker and stuff.
Oh, the opening?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you.
that's a love song.
So what it is? I don't.
It's a love song. There's two openings for Fist of the North Star. There's Tough Boy, which is one of my favorites, which is about still having the fight in you, and then there's the other one, which is a love song.
Huh. Okay. That works.
And there you go, folks. That is what Presto would look like as D4C. He wants me to sign his name, but I'm not signing his name because he didn't work on it. Save as... Save, and then we'll save this also as a PNG.
I say, Arjun says, I gotta dip out. I need to finish my own set of comms. I hope everyone is gonna go well. You all are awesome. Thank you, Arjun.
Thank you, Arjun, for stopping in. I'm gonna do... Man, I am officially at the 2-hour mark.
Damn.
It says 1:59:10, but my streaming software says we are at 1:59:20. So
Actually, Arjun.
I might end here soon just because I am getting tired.
Yeah, let's say right here. It's kind of a good stopping point. No point.
I want to do more though. It'll either be a stream tomorrow or a uploaded short. Uploaded short might be Friday.
Sleepy cat.
Yeah. Sleepy cat, a lot of stress. Alright, upload. I'm gonna upload this to the art dump area. Alright, I have not checked donations yet, and I don't know if we've gotten any, but I'm gonna check real quick. Just so I could shout you guys out before the end, because I always forget to do this. It does not look like I've gotten any at the moment, but that's okay. We're doing okay.
Mark said there's a difference between tired and sleepy, and then I said you, great Gavin.
Thank you. You prescribed me mandatory relaxation time. Oh my god. I'll relax when I'm ready. Oh boy. But no, if everybody can share the stream around and get everybody to understand what the heck's going on with me, that would be fantastic. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna survive. We make enough to rent this place at least, so that's good enough. But boy, are we. We're done with all of this. Alright. I'll do one more tiny sketch.
Blow dart.
Blow dart. Yes, Gavin, don't end this stream. Blow darts. Oh, and before I forget, I'll also drop this in the artwork section of the server. And then we'll get started on the next sketch. I don't know what I'll sketch, but I'll sketch something. Is there any techniques anybody wants to learn? Actually, wait, here's something I should show. I should probably showcase some of the other work that I do that I haven't showcased in a while. So, here's a piece I did for my desktop. I think I also put it on Twitter, but nice clean lines and everything like that, and
read the chat. It's like I've been saving the blow tart. Yay! It was implying to shoot you. I see.
To make me rest. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got funny stuff going on in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Let me find one of the JoJo pieces I did. Yeah, here's the one I did. It's been a number of years. I could probably fix this one a little bit, make the arms a bit thinner and more like it. I like the way it turned out. I just don't know though. But this is all on one layer. This is what the underside looked like.
The chat is now funny zone. Gyro? Question mark?
Not Gyro. Different character. Oh, and here's one of the more detailed pieces I did a while back.
Sadly, with the blow dart, I must go. If I'm not back before it's all over, I hope you all have a good rest of your nights.
Alrighty, well, I'll catch you later, Zeke. Thanks for stopping in.
See you, Zeke.
But yeah, this is one of the, this is an older piece I did for funsies, just to practice.
Just to practice, but yet it's super ultra detailed.
It only took about an hour. I swear to you, it only took about an hour.
Art, like the guy's like artist. Hey, I just did something real quick. It's not that good. The art, it's like it's not that good. What are you talking about? It's like, dude, it's what are you talking about?
Well, when I uploaded it originally, because I did upload a lot of my stuff to Twitter, I had to remove a bunch of it because. But it didn't get much traction or attention. So when it comes to a lot of my pieces, like, I don't know. I did a poster. Actually, I should show this off because this is one of the more. So I do a lot of work with my local furry community. And one of the things I did was I did a poster for a panel I was a part of. I was a part of the panel because I did the poster. My friend Status recommended me to Sigma, and Sigma's right here. And I managed to put together this, and they really liked it. And this was one of the more intense commissions I did. I did it on really short notice. Everything is shaded, and everything's shaded, and I worked really hard on this. It took me absolutely forever to get all of this right. But this is Yahav. They were guest of honor last year at Anthro, Ohio. And this was the piece I made for Sloshing for Answers, a panel I was a part of that year. So I'm actually going to be a part of Sloshing for Answers again in 2025, I think, as a part of the No You edition, where we interview Sigma instead of the other way around. I'm gonna have a lot yeah, but there's something.
Gavin remaking Mona Lisa. It's only took me an hour, guys.
I cannot remake the Mona Lisa. There is no damn way. I can do silly stuff. I can just draw. I can draw red. Red doesn't get drawn too much. We're gonna try to get him paid off by the end of the year as well, but because Red is the only one of my three personalities that does not have a suit yet. So where I ended up getting him commissioned at the end of the year, but with everything getting switched over, I let the maker know. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going through some stuff. Give me a bit. So we're giving it a bit. And if YouTube takes off, every cent I go is gonna go towards getting a house. I don't care. I don't care at this point. I'm just like, yeah, no, it's all gonna go towards getting a damn house. Because that's the important thing right now. And if I'm halfway done with being paid off with Red, but it's still gonna take some. I think we're $300 away, roughly, give or take. Not too bad, but it just takes a while.
Yeah, it's the thing with me. Recently, with me getting just more and more into the furry side of VRC, people assume my Abby is a persona, and I'm like, no, it's just something I'm stuck with. With me.
Well, I was planning on doing some unique tweaks with it when I got around to doing the ref, but because I had ideas, I'm like, okay, this is gonna make you stand out a lot more. And it won't be plagiarism at this point, because it'll be just inspiration, which is nice.
It's fine by me. You kind of have an open campus with me on mine.
Good. I like having open designs are always good, so. Yeah. There we go. Here's your Red. Something nice and quick. Oh man, we're at 34 views today. It's kind of a low number, but that's kind of what happens when it comes to... when it comes to these art streams. They generally get lower views.
Kind of a shame.
Yeah, it is. I enjoy doing these. I want to do them more, but I also don't want to lose my audience from doing games because that's just it. I'm a multifaceted person. I love food, I love cooking, I love artwork, and I love video games and comic books and movies and shows. So I'm like, okay, I want to do a YouTube channel where I can just do everything. So I want people to come here to, get to know me, and I also want them to come here and realize that, yeah, no, I'm just being honest. So, yeah, I could come down a little bit. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's close enough. Alright, so Matt, man, you got anything else on your plate for this year?
What do you mean, like New Year's resolutions or anything like that?
Anything.
I mean, outside of work, and then I've been going at it with that golf cart I sent pictures of. I got the engine rebuilt completely, and I have the I actually have a part again now to work on the suspension system. House-wise, I've gotten a good bit done since I've been home. The last thing I have has been trying to figure out computer stuff. I'm learning it's above my pay grade. Like yesterday, I messed about to figure out how Linux work, and that went out the window. Linux is confusing.
Linux is Linux.
Yeah, especially with someone like me that's not computer literate with a lot of that high-end technical stuff. I mean, I'm half tempted to scrap that idea and just go back to just working on my avatar and trying to get it better.
Yeah.
That's about it on my end on that one. But who knows what's gonna happen now with work? Because apparently I'm getting sent to California, so that's gonna be a while out there.
Oh boy.
Entirely Linux for my home PC. So with Linux, my plan was to take one of my spare rigs and convert it to Linux, and then run virtual machines.
How long did it take for you to figure it out?
Oh my god.
How long did it take you to figure it out this time, Matt, man?
Oh no, actually not that long. I'm just kind of playing around because I actually have the old stream. Because I still have the old stream up from the first time I got confused. Because in the background, I've been slowly trying to get the timestamps for it. That's for all that.
Yeah, we'll put that over there.
Oh wait, I didn't tell you I lost the bet.
Yeah, you told
okay.
me you lost a bet, but you haven't told the chat. So if you want to tell that story.
So dumb thing. So I lost the bet, and the bet was, I'm not gonna go into detail what the bet was, but it involved around me betting, saying if it actually happened, I'll admit I'm actually a furry. And turn around and someone actually, I lost.
You lost.
I lost miserably within a week.
And that was hilarious because he just messaged me one day and went, "Hey, I lost a bet. I'm a furry now." And then I looked at his profile and it just said, "Technically, I'm a furry. I have to say it because I lost a bet." And I'm like, how long until he just like gets rid of that part?
It didn't take that much longer after that.
Oh shoot! But
yeah,
that was funny because I kept poking fun at you, and you're just like, "Please stop!" And I'm like, "Nope, this is too funny. This is too good."
Oh my god! I still have people going up. It's like you're never gonna live this down. You're never gonna live this down. I'm like, it's like, yeah, I gave up on it after the bet. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, it's still you lost completely long beforehand.
Maxie says they have 4 accounts, so they can start a multi-channel if they want it, if they were motivated. Well, if you're motivated, subscribe with all 4 channels. Do it. I dare you. I do this all the time. Anybody who's like, I have multiple channels, just do it. Subscribe. Uh,
Do it.
do it. Trick the YouTube algorithm into making more people follow my shit. Uh, uh, Revolta says they really like the stream because they feel casual, just more fun because you were more active with the audience. Well, I try my best to be active with the audience on other stuff, but it's just, yeah. Welcome back, Zeke.
He's like, yeah, it's kind of hard because it's reactive, not active.
Yeah.
And other modes and other ideas like regular YouTube. Yeah, that's reactive, not active.
This is interactive, and yeah, like, I don't know. So, like, I like doing the videos, right? So, like, doing the vids are great because it allows me to express larger ideas. Like, I can talk about my life. I can talk about a video game topic that I am super interested in. I can go in depth, in detail, and take my time and research stuff. Meanwhile, if I do a live stream, which I'm just gonna use their icon, their icon. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna use the Wi-Fi logo. If I do streaming live, it's great, but then I have two options, right? Like, I can do art, or I can do games. And when it comes to games, I have to play the game first and foremost, and I also try to give information and facts about the game and its development history on top of anything else I can think of talking about at that moment. So a lot of it comes down to trying to figure out what to say, and when chat goes silent, I tend to... I don't run out of things to say, but it gets harder for me to come up with ideas of what to say. Meanwhile, with the art streams, it's more casual, but they do poorly. They do less well than, say... I don't want to say poorly, because they do good. They just don't do as good as, say, a normal stream. Because, like, my normal streams will get upwards of 50 to 70 views. My videos will get somewhere around 500 views, roughly, if I make it right. And then we have the other form of content I make, which I'm just going to use the TikTok-ish sort of logo. Because it's shorts. It's the other type. And this one's good, but I have to connect with a younger audience.
Yeah, which is the disadvantage of... I mean, sadly, YouTube has been pushing shorts more and more for some fucking reason, but...
Well, it's because TikTok keeps taking off, and the young kids like watching shorts. I love making shorts, but I have very few ideas. It's usually Truman that comes up with the ideas, or Presto, and we just don't have... I haven't had Vine ideas since I was young, so a lot of this... I never thought there would be a short-form video content like that again, so I never thought of any good ideas for it. So the fact that right as I was starting YouTube, TikTok shot up in popularity, now it's the trick is figuring out what I want to do with it all. So the way that I do it is I stream on Wednesdays. I post a short on Monday and Friday, unless I miss a day. Friday is new. That one just got added because everybody voted for more stuff. And then once a month,
large form content.
Large vid. I make one large vid, and it's anywhere from 15 minutes to 7 or 8 hours, and it's just long form content. When I do that, I usually don't stream. The way I was doing it originally was I streamed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This week, you're probably going to get 2 streams, just depends on how I feel tomorrow, but at the very least, a short will be uploaded on Friday, because, yeah. So, that's the way we figured it out, but it is a mess. I promise you, my scheduling is a mess.
Just do what Latino content creators do and post clips of your stream gameplay and advertise the original at the end. Huh?
I thought about doing that, but I like doing original content. Because the thing is, the streams allow me to do VTuber content. They allow me to do gaming content. But the shorts, I can do fursuit content. I can put on my fursuit and I could record something. I can make a skit, which is a lot of what I grew up watching on YouTube were skits. I grew up watching early Smosh from 2006, 2007. I grew up watching Tomska and his animations. I grew up watching Edgeworld and his animations. I watched, SNL growing up as well. Like, I have this appreciation for skits, even if they're short. And it tends to be funnier if it's short. I just don't have as many ideas. So, splitting it up like this allows me to work on more content easier, but it also makes it a little harder for me to latch on with an audience. Like, streams are great for latching on with an audience. It's great at bringing people in, but then the shorts content sometimes scares people away, which I don't enjoy, but I figure if they actually watch the content, they'll realize that I'm just doing this for fun. Commission you to do some PNG tuber stills, maybe halfway this year. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I could show you the program I use. I made my model. So, my stuff doesn't use any camera tracking, of course, so. But I've made animation. So 2 years back, I did an animated short based on Final Fantasy. With Presto doing the Final Fantasy dance, I did a background, everything. I animated that live. It got, I think, 5 views that day. I was so furious. And then I uploaded the short instantly after the live stream went up, and nobody saw that short. And I was like, I put all this time and effort in. And then, like, the next week, I uploaded something that took me, like, 2 seconds. And, like, maybe, like, 30 seconds to film, like, a minute to edit. And, like, it was up. And that did insanely well. But I don't know how all this stuff works half the time. But yeah, if I'm gonna keep doing content like this. I'm gonna keep trying my best for all this stuff. I'm also, I think, no, I'll leave it in there because not a single person's gonna know what I'm talking about. I am gonna sign it.
Shoot, it's already 8 o'clock, and I gotta go take care of all this stuff before I leave in the morning.
Yep. So, I've still got to make dinner. That's around 9-ish, though. Literally titling this one Doodles at the End.
There you go.
I'm going to upload this one to the Telegram, but not the Discord, just because it fits a little better there. Since it's not a full piece, just more some sketches and doodles. All right, but I'm done. I cannot keep my energy up. My head hurts, and yeah, I think we're gonna get a shower and relax.
You go. Yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff packed for tomorrow morning.
Oh, let me check chat real quick. Revolta says, shall call upon the rat's aid. I shall call upon the rat's aid for this. Yes. Revolta, if you could just share the stream around, share the story, share what's going on, that'd be great. Like D&D, sometimes you roll 1 good things, 20 for tomfoolery. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely how it feels. That's how it feels right now. Alright, folks, so I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream and want to help me out more, subscribe, drop a like, and share this stream with a friend. You can also check out more content that I create, either it be shorts, videos, or other streams. You can follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT or on Blue Sky at GavinDragon. We have a Telegram and Discord group down in the description below. And we also have a PayPal where you can donate to help me get a house. With all that being said, though, I've been your humble host. Good night, everybody.